All right, so we're at a logging show, and of course you see this is a mulcher, right? And then what this is, mulcher here. So you see a lot of this stuff here at the show also too, the mulching stuff. So tell us a little bit about this machine. What does this machine right here weigh?
This machine right here is a little over 11,000 pounds. It's a 110 horsepower machine.
110. Is it a final tier 4 engine in it?
It's a tier 4 final engine,
okay,
correct.
So it's a DEF engine and everything and all. What's the width on this mulching head that's on it right here?
72 inches.
72 inches. That's all right. They're clowning with you over there, ain't you? I'm gonna get them. There's a peanut gallery right there. They're on. So see, I won't put you on, but I'll get them or whatever. But what kind of amount can this thing handle, or whatever diameter and stuff like that?
This right here pretty easily will cut, you know, it'll cut any size tree you want, but usually we try to stay around 6 to 8 inch.
And it just turns it into chips.
It'll turn it into mulch.
Turns it into mulch.
That's correct. That's correct.
Wow.
2-speed, as you can see.
Yeah, so it can move real fast.
That's right. That's right.
Huh.
This is the XHP. This is our top of the line on the compact side that we sell.
Boy,
as you can see, everything in there is easy to work on. Air filters, oil filters, your fuel filters. I see the
DEF tank. All right, so we're at the Caterpillar now, and we did the mulcher a while ago, and now we're going to look at some of the logging stuff. The first thing I notice on this thing is the axles. Tell me about the axles a little bit on this machine here.
So that was one of the big changes going to the C series platform. Is we went to a common cat axle. So essentially, it's your heavy-duty axle out of the skidder. So it's all set up for dual tires and so pretty much cover all applications.
It's ready for war, then, or whatever. It's pretty well bulletproof and everything. Good gracious! Look at the drive line on that thing, man. Y'all went Mac Daddy on that thing, didn't you?
Yeah, so one of the big changes with the C series is all the C series models, regardless of which model you have the big hydrostats in it. Right. Just to make sure that we give you the performance, max out the performance as much as we can. And,
cool.
What helps us do that is the electronic system on this machine.
Right.
So it allows us to oversize all the hydraulic pumps, and then it monitors what the operator wants the machine to do. And you know, if you're cutting a tree, holding it, backing up a hill, it's going to focus the power to the drivetrain.
Right.
And then when you've got power available out of this, you can put a big boost of power out to the side.
I noticed this right here. I like that. Y'all got a little rubber baffle right there for the fire extinguisher to stick in to where debris and stuff don't get sucked in there all the time. Now this is one thing that I noticed when I first walked around behind the machine here, is the engine placement on this thing.
Yep, so the engine being placed back here is actually a patented design that we have.
Patent design.
Yep, so really our core focus was getting better stability.
Right.
But not having to make the machine longer for the sake of chasing stability. So we wanted to build a better balanced machine for heavy wood, but then be nimble enough to go in and do first thinnings to make sure that guys are as versatile as they can be.
So you got the engine all the way back here at the back, and that has got to help out tremendously on the counterweight on the back end of it, especially in the rougher terrain and all that.
Yeah, it's about a 20% increase.
Wow.
In rear stability, and the 573 size machine, that's more comparable now to like the old 711s were.
So in front of the engine, between the engine and the cabinet, is that all the cooling package and all that stuff like that right there?
Yep.
Wow. I noticed this one doesn't have it, but I noticed one of the other ones has a camera on the back, and where you can see from inside. That's a pretty neat deal.
Yeah, so just trying to leverage as much of the technology from Caterpillar really overall to drive better efficiency.
Right. Very interesting. Very interesting.
One of the other things with the engine being in the back there, besides the serviceability it allows in the stability improvements, we actually can pressurize that compartment as well. So we're always blowing the hot air out of the machine. Okay. Never sucking the debris and everything else into the machine. Very, very cool.
All right, so now we're looking at the Caterpillar, the 555 skidder, and man, that thing's a hoss. The first thing I noticed on it is, I've got the front end closed in, and I can see the cooling fan right there in the side of it. And so y'all got a radiator mounted over there on the opposite side.
Yep. So very similar to the wheel feather buncher product line. We went to the cross-flow cooling system with the Tier 4 engines and all the increases in the hydraulics that we wanted to make. We didn't want to be limited on our cooling size by the frame size. So we went to the cross-flow cooling there, but that also really helped us package the Tier 4 final engine, where it actually comes all mounted as one unit, the engine after treatment, and we just set it right down in the front nose. So again, getting the stability very similar to the wheel feather buncher without having to add extra weight or make the machine longer.
Y'all have had good luck out of the final Tier 4s too, right? And everything been good.
Yeah.
The transition.
There's always a transition period, but that's one of the benefits of being an end-to-end supplier, is having that fully integration from the forestry product group into the engine group and working together all the time.
Massive grapple on this thing. That right there is that's beast mode on the grapple right there, man. Huge axles up under it.
Yeah, it's a big change in the drivetrain overall. I got more gears in the transmission.
Right.
Better gear ratios in the axles themselves, so we're getting a lot more drawbar power to the ground. But we were able to actually reduce the torque in the transmission by about 14%, so that really helps just reduce the stress on the...
Y'all's center section is really clean right here too. I like that. That's pretty nice right there. It's not just a wad of lines and a wiring harness and everything going all the way to the rear.
Yep, so that separating the hitch points was a big focus for us there to reduce the stress loads.
And what horsepower is this machine now? What's it at?
So the 555 is 275.
275.
Yep. So the 525 will start at 203, and then 35 goes up to 225, 250, and then 275.
And what liter engine is in the 555 here?
7 liter.
7
so
liter.
We were able to achieve the performance that we wanted to with the 7 liter. So.
Cool.